Hey all, welcome to the Institute in this week's Top 10. I've done Top 10 Homer figures before, and I thought it was time to give Bart a little of the love. So we're going to do Top 10 Bart Simpson action figures. Now, we're not going to have to move very far from this section, because the yellow section right here, right to the right of the door, is largely Simpsons. You can see the yellow wall. It is also generally cartoon. There's some other cartoon stuff in here, but 90% is Simpsons. So we're going to be talking about figures in this section. All 10 Barts are over here. Now, you might think that World of Springfield would dominate this list, but in actuality, there are 7 different companies that are going to be represented here in my list. And the first is Mattel. Now, you remember Mattel. They did this great Bart. Why they're getting on the list is because they had those cool word bubbles that allowed you to put the names above them. I do not have a Save Blinky Bart. If anybody would like to donate one, please feel free. Be more than happy. But I do have the rest of the Mattel line. However, this number 10 is the Simpsons Bart from the Mattel line, the original line. You can see he also came in a ninja version, came in a superhero version. Those were down in Argentina. But the regular version gets number 10. Number 9 is going to be a Bartman. Now, we've gotten a lot of Bartman figures. I'm giving the number 9 spot to a different company, Super 7. Here he is. Lots of articulation. Much larger figure. These are more like an 8 or 9 inch scale. And he's really, really well done. They did a nice job with the entire line. Some of it was better than other parts. Their King and Kodos here. It's going to go down as some of my favorite Simpsons action figures in my entire collection, and I don't see that changing anytime soon. But their Bartman does make it in as number 9, and he's the only Bartman you're going to see on the list. I'm trying to avoid doing the same character too many times. The same, not character, but style. Number 8. This one's from World of Springfield. This is the original Bart. You remember they did this playset based on the old Tracy Ullman shorts that started the Simpsons on their way. The fact that Playmates was willing to do this is amazing. They didn't do very many of these sets. At the time, I think I was told there were maybe 3,000 of this set done. The fact that they aren't ridiculously impossible to come by now amazes me. But that original Bart gets my number 8 spot. Number 7 is going to be a blue shirt Bart. Now, we got a few blue shirt Barts over time, but I just got this one. This is the one from Jax. And I am going to give them a lot of credit for improving the articulation on these guys. They really did what we wanted a company to do. They gave us a set of figures in scale with World of Springfield with greater articulation. You cannot possibly complain about that. And if you are a Jax only collector, if you've only started with the Jax figures, pick up the World of Springfield playsets. World of Springfield playsets. Because look, here's Moe from Jax. He fits in perfectly in the bar. Here is Homer. Here he is in the kitchen. Oh, that's the living room set next to the kitchen set. So you can see that the Jax figures go great with those play sets, and you can still get most of those play sets really cheap. So blue shirt Bart from Jax gets number 7. Number 6 is back from Playmates, and he's Daredevil Bart. I love him just because he has such a cool costume. He's got the whole helmet. They gave us several of them with skateboards, but still, this one has the reason to have the skateboard more so than any other releases. And I just thought it was a great costume. So, he gets number 6. Number 5, another company to work on Simpsons figures is NECA, and they did a Bart at the very end. This guy came in the last wave of their Celebrity series. And he's a little better scale than most of the Barts with the World of Springfield. He's just a hair shorter. He doesn't have the articulation of the new Jax figures, though. But I do like him. He's like my favorite regular, everyday, standard, basic Bart. Number 4 is from another company. Reaction Figures. They did a Hugo. They did a couple of different figures, but this is their Hugo. Technically not Bart, but it's Bart. I mean, come on. This is evil twin brother who isn't evil. We've also had another Hugo. Playmates did one as well, but I really like this one. I thought they did a really nice job with it. And he's getting number 4. Number 3 is from another different company that worked on these guys, McFarlane. And here is Spiderbart. He comes with the terrific playset Island of Dr. Hibbert, one of my favorite sets. And he's just a really fun figure. I highly recommend him. This whole set is a great set if you can find it. Remember, these are a little smaller than World of Springfield, so they'll be a little smaller than the Jakks figures, but still really cool. So number 3 is Spider-Bart. Number 2 is another Treehouse of Horror. I love the Treehouse of Horror. And number 2 is Stretch Dude. This one is from World of Springfield. He came with the collector playset. And his arms are stretchy. His arms and legs and neck, you can stretch him. I think his neck is stretchy. I know his arms and legs are. Terrific figure. An excellent playset. Had some really nice, including Clobbering Girl. Really nice figures with it. And that collector version of Comic Book Guy is a classic. So that's number 2, Stretch Dude. Number 1, again, I really love Treehouse of Horror. So the number 1 is also from the Treehouse of Horror. Fly. Fly Bart here is that nice, disgusting fly head, just like he did on the show. And it is another Treehouse of Horror playset that came from World of Springfield by Playmates. So he gets the number 1 spot. Now, there was a billion Barts out there. You let me know what your favorites are. I'm sure we'll get a billion more. Hopefully, you're having a great collecting week. Make sure you subscribe. And until Friday, when we do another acquisition report, I hope you have a great week.